Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Stars are fundamental to the success of a franchise. If we look at what Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green did for the Warriors, they won 4 championships. But time passes quickly and young people need to be renewed and developed to become future stars. Warriors will pay $155 million to young star. The Golden State Warriors have until October 21 to get an extension done for youngster Jonathan Kuminga. According to Angelina Martin of NBC Sports Bay Area, Kuminga is seeking a 5-year, $224 million contract. Bobby Marks of ESPN examined potential contract extensions before the deadline, highlighting Kuminga as one of the players who could be paid. However, Marks would only offer him a 5-year, $155 million deal, highlighting the need to stay under the luxury tax. 5 years, $155 million. The extension starts at $31 million and is flat across each season, Marks wrote on October 17. Because of the expiring contracts of DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton II and Kevin Looney, an extension for Kuminga has Golden State below the luxury tax next season. Regarding why an extension could happen, Marks added that Kuminga could believe there's too much risk in passing up guaranteed money. If Kuminga evaluates the market and decides there is too much risk to pass up guaranteed money, Marks wrote. The only team that projects to have more than $30 million in cap space next offseason is Brooklyn. Kuminga would also be a restricted free agent, with Golden State having the right to match an offer sheet from an opposing team. Underscore 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 underscore. The Golden State Warriors could be in a position to make a trade in the near future. After showing interest in Lauri Markkanen and others during the offseason, the Warriors have the assets to get a deal done in the season. However, signing Kuminga to an extension could hurt the Warriors' ability to facilitate a trade involving him. From a salary standpoint, the Warriors could find challenges in moving a contract for a significant amount of money. The other reason Golden State would exercise caution on extending Kuminga is it would lose a valuable trade chip. Kuminga does not have a 6-month restriction and is still eligible to be traded prior to the February 6 deadline. However, Kuminga's potential salary in a trade becomes unbalanced due to the poison pill restriction, Marks wrote. For example, if Kuminga signed a 5-year, $175 million extension, $7.6 million, the last year of his rookie-scale contract, would be used as outgoing salary and $30 million, the average of his 2024-25 salary and extension, would count as incoming salary for the team he was traded to. Is Kuminga worth $224 million? Kuminga has certainly improved his game over the past few years, but the sample size could become a potential issue in how the Golden State Warriors value him. He played 26.4 minutes per night over 74 appearances in 2023-24, averaging 16.1 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. As Marks alluded to, those numbers are comparable to those of other rookies who received a max extension, but the others have also done so for longer than 1 season. Kuminga is a good player, and while he proved his value to the Warriors last year, $224 million would be a lot of money to pay a player who wasn't even a full-time starter. If the Warriors had another season to see if he continues to improve, the decision would be easier. However, that isn't the case, and the front office now faces a challenging decision. Who should fill the open spots in Warriors' starting lineup? The Golden State Warriors starting lineup surrounding Stephen Curry and Draymond Green has been an ongoing topic since the start of training camp, as head coach Steve Kerr has experimented with 5 different starting lineups in each of Golden State's preseason games. After praising Tuesday night's starters, Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga, following the win against the Los Angeles Lakers, the question of who will join Curry and Green in the starting lineup on opening night still seems to remain uncertain for Kerr. However, here is who should fill the final 3 positions in the starting lineup. Wiggins' preseason debut at shooting guard Tuesday night gave the Warriors a bigger lineup, and Kerr should continue to slot Wiggins at this position. Playing Wiggins at shooting guard will allow the Kansas product to exploit smaller guards on both ends while still being able to guard forwards on switches, enhancing the Warriors' defensive versatility in a wing-heavy league. Though spacing could be an issue with Wiggins at shooting guard, the 2022 All-Star starter has proven to be a very capable shooter during his time with the Warriors, sporting a respectable 38.1% percentage from three-point land even when factoring in last year's slump. Given that Kerr has called on Wiggins to step up and be our second scorer after Steph, it makes sense to pencil in the former number 1 overall pick as a starter. While there is certainly hesitancy from the Warriors coaching staff to establish Kuminga as a small forward partly due to his shooting, the fourth-year player has shown this preseason that he is capable of taking on the role. Kuminga has worked on his shot this summer, striping 47.6% of his shots from three-point range on 4.2 attempts per game during the preseason. This figure will regress, but the numbers and eye test suggest there's reason to give Kuminga the benefit of the doubt to be a viable floor spacer this upcoming season. Jackson Davis is the team's best rim protector, and with Green not getting any younger, it makes sense to have Jackson Davis take on primary defensive responsibilities against opposing centers. Having Green start alongside Jackson Davis allows the 2017 Defensive Player of the Year to excel in his role as a roamer and help defender. Green himself has stated that he's really good next to a center. Here is a preview of the pace and defensive versatility of the Curry, Wiggins, Kuminga, Green and Jackson Davis 5-man lineup. Steph Curry joins Korath Burke on Dubs Talk to discuss his expectations for the 2024-25 NBA season and what success looks like for him at age 36. There isn't much left for Steph Curry to accomplish after he earned a gold medal with Team USA at the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics. But that doesn't mean the 16-year Warriors veteran will just cruise through the 2024-25 NBA season. Curry still has goals, particularly championship aspirations, and is ready for another 82-game gauntlet. Curry is 36, though, and time is as valuable as it is daunting. Curry explained to NBC Sports Bay Area's Korath Burke at Warriors Media Day what success will look like for him during his age 36 season. "Never been a stat guy," Curry said in the interview, which debuted Thursday on the latest Dubs Talk podcast. "More so that feeling when you walk off the court knowing how much I poured into your game in the offseason. There's always that feeling of being mentally and physically locked in the night to night, what it takes to win. I still love to play the game. I would love to win another championship. That would be the icing on the cake. I know how hard that's going to be." Curry still has a love for basketball. And the game definitely loves him back. The 6'2" guard has won 4 NBA championships, earned an NBA Finals MVP, and is a 2-time and first unanimous 2016 League MVP. He's also a 10-time NBA All-Star, 10-time All-NBA selection, a 2-time scoring champion and a member of the league's 75th anniversary team. But Curry doesn't need the numbers or the accolades to keep going. As he mentioned, the night-to-night grind and the post-game satisfaction following a hard-fought game are all he needs. Curry, though, is proud of what he has accomplished in the Bay. He made it clear that it's an honor to be the greatest face in Warriors franchise history. "I don't ever take those compliments for granted because I know all that goes into it," Curry told Burke. "I take all the responsibility seriously and appreciate the opportunity one have." The Warriors will look different this season, even with Curry still there. longtime star Klay Thompson left this offseason for the Dallas Mavericks, leaving Golden State to lean into its up-and-comers such as Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski. Curry remains a constant in Coach Steve Kerr's lineup. And while many don't see the Warriors as Western Conference contenders, Curry's confidence also remains a constant. "Being here my entire career is a big deal and being competitive is realistic," Curry told Burke. "Very excited about the challenge ahead of us. There's nothing Curry hasn't done entering year number 16, and that's fine. He's ready for another campaign of carrying Golden State with 25-plus point games and three-point shooting barrages."